esteemed Critcal. The Steam Group were successful in bringing the phylactery to the Ghost Lord's lair.
Are you streaming?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's go.
Couldn't read.
It's okay. I can't either. What are we doing?
You're the DM.
What? Whose idea was this? But the group at first didn't want to give the phylactery to the Ghost Lord due to his necrotic, lichy nastiness. Yeah, little green stuff. And we're trying to convince him to fight for them instead of against them and, withdraw his forces. And the Ghost Lord was just like, look, you kill the two leaders and bring me their corpses and maybe I'll help you out. And at first Malachi and Temple were just like, hell yeah, that's a great idea. We're going to do that.
So we're the only ones that wanted to do that?
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
But then the next morning, Temple cast the spell Augury and was just like, hey, is this a good idea? And the mysterious forces told him
biggest no I've ever seen.
This is the stupidest thing you could do. To which he told the group, and the group was just like, oh, well then I guess we'll just give the Ghost Lord his phylactery. And then the Ghost Lord was like, yay, my phylactery. And then the group leveled up. And,
oh, that's right, we're level 8 now.
Oh, please tell me all.
No, we were doing it together, remember?
Yeah.
I did it yesterday. I mean, last
session, right? Yeah. With that, the Ghost Lord sent his ghostly lion forces to drive out the fiendish Behir and the Rakshasha, who were staking out his lair, hoping to ambush Steam. Sadly, didn't work out.
Are we level 7 or level 8?
Level 8.
Okay, we did this last week.
You did this 2 weeks ago.
Did
Or
I
2
just...
weeks ago.
Okay, then I just forgot to change the level.
Okay.
You did, yeah.
Yeah, I think we rolled HP at the very least. So.
We did. You almost gave yourself more HP.
Sorry.
So, successfully delivering the Ghost Lord's phylactery, he withdrew his forces from the Red Hand of Doom, depriving the Horde of a valuable, dangerous ally. The group returned triumphant to Brindle. Meanwhile, a previous member of Steam, Slyrak, was employed by Johanna and Merhoy to help them find the remains of the Silver Forge. Using a treasure hunter with a mark of finding, they were able to find said forge and bring the core that they had accompanied Steam for about a month to this forge, where a Lord of Dust had taken up residence. This forge was a previous Tiri Couture settlement about a decade ago, but due to their shifter history and the Silver Flame history of the forge, essentially suppressed the automaton that lived there and tried to make out their own living whenever the Rakshasha, Lord of Dust, moved in. With Slyrak, Johanna, and Merhoy teamed up, they found this automaton, essentially not crucified, but stuffed inside of a weird standing coffin, and it was beaten to shit and crying a sad, sad song whenever the core essentially smashed into this automaton and awoke the forge. The Lord of Dust tried to stop them, but with the coordinated efforts of Slyrak, Johanna, and Merhoy, they were able to rekindle the forge, killing the Lord of Dust, and rekindle the forge. Rekindling the forge, they found that it was a silver sentinel by the name of Ada 02 had been living in here for unknown centuries, and that the core was a sentinel named Varkelnaw. And Varkelnaw was forged into a titanic warforge who will be helping the defense of Brindle. Not to Steam's knowledge, though. This was all happening off stage. Mm-hmm. So with that, Steam arrived back in Brindle, where they were greeted as heroes and were informed that they will be joining a defense council in order to help ascertain how to best handle the Red Hand of Doom, who is now on Brindle's doorsteps. And so we're going to retcon just slightly and basically put y'all back outside of the doors instead of inside, because we had, introduced all of you. Lars and his guardsmen turn to all of you. All right. Lord Jarmath will be the one introducing all of you to the Defense Council and the peoples of Brindle. You need no introduction, but introductions will be made. Do you have any preferred titles? As he kind of looks at Temple.
Oh no.
As he looks at Temple expectantly.
I gave him my title.
Grand Magister or the Dark Bringer of Death.
Grandmaster.
Grandmaster.
No, never that.
Nah, just say my full name.
Wizard Temple C.
Cripple,
Temple Cripple McSkimple. Very well. Then Ezra, the Changeling Bard, Malachite, the Drow Cleric, and Emmeline? You just want Emma? Okay. Emma, the Elf Druid.
Eldritch.
Eldritch Elf Druid. Very well. The armies of the Silver Flame should be approaching soon. From the sounds of it, they were just making their way to the King's Gate. So whoever, hopefully this Fulgrim will be arriving shortly, but with the Red Hand of Doom about 2 days away, we need to have this Defense Council now. So, unless you have any other questions, I will lead you inside. Okay. He pushes open the great hall door, and inside you see the various people's, what's left of them since Brindle has been evacuated. Go ahead. Since Brindle has been evacuated of all non-essentials. Do you need? Okay, you got it. It wouldn't have been so bad if you were looking at it. You see the various guardsmen and various cloaked travelers in rows, and they all kind of turn to look at all of you as you're walking down the center aisle. Towards the front, you see the great coat of arms of Brindle. It's essentially blue and yellow striped with a lion in the center and kind of a helm at the top. You see it draped over the main part of the Grand Hall. To the left, you would see Kiliar Featherswift as the representative of the Tiri Couture, and above him stands the banner of the Tiri Couture. To the right, you see a Warforged that you do not recognize, but bears the banner of the Blades. And behind the War Council, you see Sarana and Speaker Wiston from Joan's Ferry. They kind of give you all a brief little wave, but they don't say anything. As you make your way to the halfway point, you'll see Lord Curden Jawmouth. Curden is his first name.
Curtain?
Curden.
Oh.
He'll stand up and greet, "Welcome, Steam, to the defense of Brindle." And he'll kind of get up and walk over to all of you. Who would kind of be at the front? Otherwise, who would be on the left? As you see Lars kind of walk by you and also take his spot upon the table, Defense Council.
Wait, why don't we just take the position we're in now?
Okay, so he'll kind of reach over towards Temple. Temple C. McScrumple, the great wave. No. I thought I got it right. The great wizard that has thrown many a fireball in defense of the Elser Vale. Ezra, the mysterious changeling whose songs enchanted the Tiri Couture and also apparently convinced the Rakshasha to give herself up to them. Malachite.
That's good.
The one who
The Drow.
The one who misses every.
He's very sneaky.
That's all.
And that's all we got. And then Emma, the fiery yet cold Eladrin, whose temper is currently very hot.
She's still pissed at me?
Yeah,
Dude!
As he, as he introduces all of you, kind of like pats you on the back, he kind of reaches down and pats your temple. And then he'll be like, "I thank all of you for being able to make it today, and I hope that your previous party member Slyrak is also doing well. Here, I will be presiding over the Defense Council. This is Lady Virasa Kal. I believe y'all have made her acquaintance previously. And she kind of like gets up, gives you a brief nod, and Malachite like a brief little eye. Captain Lars Ulver, who needs no introduction, as he introduced himself.
You hired me.
Oh.
And then the ever lovely Tredora Goldenbrow. The whole reason that the lot of you came here is Tredora, this Asimar with almost, serpent-like features, but yet her hair is up naturally in this, radiant red, blue, white, rainbow assortment of colors. She'll also stand up, golden eyes, and give all of you a bow before sitting back down. Please, chairs for Steam.
Smash her head in. That's a killer.
You'll see servants bring up 4 chairs. and he'll kind of wave to all of you to sit down before sitting down himself.
Can we sit
Right.
down?
So you
Take a
sit.
seat.
What?
I take a seat.
All right.
Can we sit down? It's like church, right? To sit up, stand up.
So, to our right, we have the Thierry Couture, who are also willing to help out in the defense of Brindle and drive out the right-hand horn. And of course, over here is Chris, that's K-R-I-S, the Warforged for the Blades. Their Captain Bastard couldn't make it in today.
Hey,
Yes, you'll kind of look over at Chris, and Chris, you'll see, has this like very worn down quill along with like a notepad. And he's like, Master Bastard is seen to the walls right now and has more important things to do than sit around in a meeting. As you'll hear like a brief, really, come on, Warforged. But rest assured, whatever orders are decreed here, I will relay to him.
Oh, that's right. Master Bastard was the Warforged guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
As they are currently helping reinforce the walls. And then, of course, don't forget Sarana Anita and Noro Whiston from Drellin's Ferry, and they'll also kind of, wave and give a brief bow. It's wonderful to see you again, Stephen. I'm glad you made it here in one piece. So, with that, let this defense council begin. To begin with, Steam. You've been through the Osciller Vale for the past month and a half-ish, and have encountered the Red Hand Horde at every turn. If you would, please describe your first day and go through and kind of explain to the Defense Council what it is that brought you to the Vale, the various Red Hand forces that you fought, and what you believe their motives are for invading the Vale.
YouTube shucklefucks got
Brother.
I've given y'all 2 weeks to work on this.
I've taken 2 weeks to think about it, and brother.
So what
We
brought
were
us
up-
to the Vale
To the Vale itself, right?
is to
In front of you also, you see these very lavish assortment of cookies, snickerdoodles, chocolate chip cookies, a lot of chocolate chip cookies for some reason, and also just kind of like peanut butter cookies. As you see Tradora kind of look up and like, grab one and start nibbling on one as all of you start gathering your notes.
okay.
I just came to blow shit up.
I mean, we've heard, but as he kind of clears his throat, John out. Could you go into detail about what you
Was
blew up?
Wrath Keep in the
Blew
Osciller?
up goblins.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it was.
Many a goblins that blew up.
Well, we have plenty of goblins coming our way.
This is where my notes start. Is when we
Caius,
first,
right?
yeah, Caius from Karnath. That's when we first got off the lightning
The
rail,
lightning rail, and we started getting into the Elseer Vale.
right?
Kind of.
Is it before that?
Caius was before the Elser
Well,
Vale.
no, but that was the beginning of Arch 2.
But the beginning of it, you saw him as you were boarding the train. basically.
Yeah. But that's the biggest thing that happened at that time was that for me.
But that wasn't in the Elser Vale. That was in Sharn, to be clear.
And I blew more things up. Like
Yes.
hot
Well, so originally we were brought to the Elseer Vale because we were given the mission of escorting
Golden.
Tradora Goldenbrow back to the Silver Flame Chapel in Sharn.
Yes, because she was selected to be the next Bishop of Sharn.
Right.
Now I know where my notes line up. Thank you for
Yeah.
that.
And then this is when we first started.
You arrived in Drellin's Ferry.
We did. We met Carolyn Shadowbanks.
Fulgrim, this is actually Tradora speaking up.
That's when we met
Met
Fulgrim.
Arthel.
And I got high.
Mhm.
Yeah, Johanna and Merhoy went ahead and came to Brindle while all of you stopped off in Drellin's Ferry.
There we met Kellen. I'm gonna wave at him again. He's here, isn't he? Kellen?
You said Killen, didn't you?
There's Kiliar, and then there's
Oh.
I
Chris.
thought Kellen was here. Oh, he's just the innkeeper. Why would
Why
he
the
be
fuck
here?
would he be?
He,
That's right.
he has been evacuated.
What was that? The Golden Dragon Inn? Something like that? The name of the hotel? Something like
I mean, that's a.
It's one of the sister hotels.
that?
I believe this was like the Green Apple Hotel.
The
Yeah, you
was it?
said
I
some
think it
shit
was
like
something like that.
I didn't write it down.
No.
You two write a lot. I thought you wrote.
Yeah, because then we stopped off in that city, and that's where we met Arvathel.
The
And then that was also when we ran into the Rakshasa, the draining one, or the
Yeah.
whatever of dust. But we couldn't fight it, and it
That was
flew away
him.
I could've
because
blown him
Fulgrim showed up.
Couldn't move
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was him.
This was in Rockhart, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, the ghost town that was evacuated, right?
No, everyone
Was
in there,
killed?
like,
Everyone
died.
was
Yeah,
Drained.
everyone was
Yeah.
dead.
Everyone got Capri
Everyone,
Sun
yeah,
there.
everyone got
They
Capri
were
Sun
sucked
there.
up.
They were.
You'll see Lars Ulver kind of look up and be like, "Aren't y'all the lords of Wrathkeep? What happened there?"
Oh yeah, we also took over Wrath
Oh, I
Keep.
skipped over that part.
After blowing up some people.
Yes. Go into detail. Like, what did your explosions entail?
I can show you.
Please,
bridge,
not in the hall.
Oh,
No, the bridge wasn't at Wrath Keep. That was
That
separate.
was Skull Gorge.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
guys.
dude.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so we beat the hobgoblins there, but what was also there protecting Wrath Keep and what's his nuts?
It was a Red Hand of Doom. It was one of the.
No,
It was-
a Hydra, wasn't it?
No, we
That-
killed the Hydra
That was-
on our way to Wrath
And
Keep.
that was a wild Hydra.
And then there was that fucking like.
and we met the guy
Yeah.
that hit the dogs.
What was that like?
That was
It wasn't
that was
a-
after.
Jor.
Was that after or before?
That was before.
That was
Because he led us there.
Yeah, Jor led you through the witch.
Oh, that's right. He was in our fight sequence.
In Wrath
No,
Keep
he
was that
saved
weird
mine.
fucking tiger
No, he was in
lion
It was not a
thing.
manticore.
I left
forget
you guys
that.
there, and he's like, I'm
Yeah.
He
not
ended up
gonna
leaving
fight.
once we
us for a little
killed.
bit.
What's his name?
What's his nuts?
Lord, Lord Cough.
Yeah, then we took the.
What's the Moses?
That's right. We're more caught.
Yeah.
That's who we killed there.
And that wasn't the Red Hand. That was Red Hand of Doom.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
there
that's
was a
when we
wormwood.
saw the dragon head fingertips. Like with each fingertip has a dragon head on it. We learned of the cult of the dragon below.
And that's where we also found the thing for the Warforged, isn't it?
The Warforged.
core.
That's where we found the core.
We found the core,
Mhm.
which then got
My baby.
returned. And I'm assuming that's what that thing over there is. That Warforged, not thing, is it not?
It is not there yet.
Didn't you say? Didn't you say
Something
it was there?
happened to the core, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was it?
It got taken back home, basically, because that's what
Yeah.
it wanted.
Slyrak
Man.
took it
Oh.
Slyrak
and
took
put
it
it
back home.
in. It got sucked into whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
You
The
put it in.
Ada 02.
Not Ada. Is
Well,
it
again,
Ada?
this is stuff. That is stuff.
We
that
wouldn't know
y'all
that.
as characters.
Yeah, we
would
wouldn't
know.
know that. Yeah, but we were just piecing it together.
Mm-hmm.
Then after Wrathkeep, you went to you went to Rockhart
Mm-hmm.
and encountered some kind of Rakshasa that nearly killed all of you.
We never got its name.
Never got its name.
No,
I think
stupid of
I
us.
think it was Fred or something.
Fred.
They don't know.
Did you try blowing him up?
Making it make a
Magic,
deception.
magic didn't
I
work
saw how
on it.
all the magic was.
Wait,
being
didn't you
counted.
die there?
Temple
I
died.
went
Ezra
down.
resurrected him. That's healing.
I went down, and when I came back
And
up,
then
I did not want to.
There
fight
wasn't it a dragon that came and like picked it.
Yep,
The
picked
green
him up.
dragon.
The green dragon came.
We
and
killed
picked
the
it
green
up.
dragon.
You killed the green dragon.
That was during our siege of the bridge when we fought the. Well, there were like what, thousands of them?
Yeah, we delayed the
Yeah.
movement.
And that's when we actually saw how big it was, right? That's when
Yeah.
we went to
That was
Lord,
you and me.
Yeah,
And that's
saw
where the green
inside
dragon
wall.
was.
When you snuck in.
We snuck in.
And then we learned about the hatchery.
Mm-hmm. And we went to go take down that hatchery.
And
Yeah.
that's when we ran into
No.
the Tyrika
No, no,
Tula.
Yeah.
we blew up the bridge.
Mhm.
Into
But we still went back to Brindle to tell Lord Jarmath about how many people were.
Well, you went back to Drellin's ferry to help him evacuate, to be specific.
That's right. And then we escorted that caravan.
Mm-hmm. That had all the
And
money.
then y'all didn't go to Brindle immediately after the caravan. That's whenever
No.
y'all started heading north to rest.
The hatchery.
Yeah, we went to rest
Yeah.
with the
Mhm.
hatchery.
And also found out about the blockade through Old Rest Trail that would have hampered the reinforcements from Thrain.
I don't remember that.
So-
you remember that? Okay.
Remember where Temple basically flew in, went upside down, and bombed it?
Oh, that's right.
That's where you guys snuck in.
Yeah,
that's
Pretty
right.
And yeah,
deep.
y'all got in through the back and like took out the leader.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
I remember now.
Yes.
Forgot you bombs.
All y'all do is blow shit up.
That's where I wanted you to become a whale bomb, and you didn't want to be a whale bomb.
I can't turn into a whale.
It's to fly as high as you can as a large eagle, and then turn into a whale and fall down. And the fall damage, because you're so beefy, it won't kill you, but it'll definitely kill
Well,
everything under
Because
it.
as a druid, if the fall damage killed you, you would have just shake back.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny.
It's not a
It
polymorph where the damage extends to your non-form.
Yeah. What? I saw a light bulb flicker for a
No,
second.
I'm just saying. Didn't we also go to that? Remember when we destroyed all the dragon eggs?
That's in that.
That was
when we were in
that
rest.
place, we destroyed all those dragon eggs. Emma and I did.
So I completely skipped over them being a part of a play too.
That wasn't in-
That was
that
before
was-
you.
that was
reached the
before
village.
the veil.
No,
That's too far
no,
back.
That was way in the
Too far
beginning.
Yeah.
Where
I
Ezra,
forget that that was one of the first things we did.
You cleared out the,
but Ezra did perform alongside the
Tiricator.
Tiricator.
Yes.
but not before you entered the Blackfins.
Yes.
Came across a greenspawn harrow blade,
Mm-hmm.
killed it,
Yes.
Keep it.
and found the remains inside of it of a Tiricator,
Yep.
Which was
changeling,
Krell.
There you
Krell.
go.
Krell.
who was the brother of Strelia.
Yep.
Wasn't Temple gonna keep some of the stuff?
Scorelia. You're like a good
and
mixture
then
of both
we were
those
giving it back
names.
to
Krell and
Tiricator
Strelia?
and reali- Or was it Zeke's
What?
character? Because you were gonna keep whatever was found
The
inside.
his jewelry. There was
Yeah.
like a bracelet or like a ring, and
And
it
then-
turned out to be his.
Yeah.
And I just.
Yes, you did return
We
it to
returned
Yeah, we
Tiricator.
did. We did.
Yeah.
And then we got there, and that's when Emma found out about all the friends.
There's Orca Mars.
Oh, my friends are dead. Yeah.
Nope, that's
First.
I know. No, I know. I was just showing Riley. There's Orca Montos. I drew him.
Yeah. So we went to there. We found the. I was about to say Horcrux. The fucking.
phylactery.
The phylactery
And
that
you'll
they were
never guess
holding
what I
on
did
to.
next.
Did you put a bunch of eggs?
Oh my god, you're a wizard.
I fell on my face.
You see Immerstal just kind of scoff at you as you keep mentioning blowing stuff up.
Is the line of Brindle here?
This is the line. We are the line.
No, her name was Tayani Syra.
Yes,
Is she here?
she is out patrolling the walls. Right?
Interesting.
Yes, she was the one that first went to Drillin's Ferry and then came back with news of the army.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, she's doing quite well. Thank you for telling her of that and of writing the movements. This will kind of bring up the movement map that all of you also had. So, after rest, you convince the Tiricator to join the defense of the Elsyr Vale here in Brindle.
Yeah, because we avenged their fallen.
And then Kiliar will also speak of this point. They also helped us mourn our fallen. And Ezra here put on an incredible performance for our peoples. And overall, a great time was had. So they'll, unless they do something really stupid, we'll always have friends in the Tiricator.
Looking at you, man.
So, and Lars is just going to kind of go over his notes. So, we have a bomb specialist, and a sneaky specialist, and a performing specialist.
I don't just perform. I also manipulate.
A manipulation specialist. I like that. That sounds much better. So he'll kind of cross something out. Okay. And Lady Kyle will speak up. So, what were they doing in rest exactly? These eggs?
Fucking shit up.
There was a hatchery that belonged to the Red Hand of Doom.
Yes, but what were they hatching? These green
Dragons.
spawns.
Green spawns.
Green spawns.
What, like, how did they get green spawn? Like, were they actual dragons or?
They're like a
Dragon
mix of.
recording them.
They weren't dragons though. They were like a mix of like lizards and
Yeah.
like
They're harrow blades, right?
yeah.
That's, and Kiliar will speak up. That's what we called them, but you called them green spawns?
Mm-hmm.
They were some kind of monstrosity
Resemblance of a dragon, but not really.
and
Oh.
Tiamat.
Yes, and there were how many of them did we kill? I think we ended up killing a couple.
Wait,
How many did these two end up killing?
it was
Yeah.
like at least.
All of you as a group was about 27.
Yeah.
That's it.
No.
When I say we, I mean royal we. Jesus Christ.
The
You
royal
were
realm.
off getting your dick hard with the weird necrotic
Huh?
from the door.
What?
You were at the door being like, there's some energy here.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, for the coffer that the phylactery was in.
That's
you were
right.
like,
That's right.
Oh yeah.
We
smell it.
Yeah, and then
It smells dirty.
God, Jesus.
Very
but-
well.
yeah.
So then this phylactery, you said, Jarmath, kind of speak up, belonged to
the Ghost Lord.
the boogeyman.
I thought
Yeah.
he was fake.
We thought he was fake too?
Well,
he's
not.
very real. He used to be a member of the Gatekeepers.
So that's where you came here, and we finally got to meet our esteemed heroes, and then you...
And then we studied him in the library, and then the library tried to kill us.
Yes. Which...
That's what
That
you remember.
that statue is still on the ground floor of
I
that.
said it looked better on the
I
floor.
mean, it probably is never going back up, let's be honest.
I mean, if you want to be cursed again, you're more than welcome to lift it back
I
up.
do not. I wasn't cursed, but I appreciate you handling the
I remember
curse.
the song if you want to be cursed.
Please no.
Yeah.
Start singing the song.
The Shim Shine.
So you did find this HQ, this headquarters of the Ghost Lord, and then
Yes.
the Tyrcator here helped you fly there,
Yes.
and you were able to kind of see the movements of the Red Hand of Doom army.
Yes.
Yes.
Anything you want to?
They're about 3 days from here. They arrive in 3 days.
They're moving.
They're moving. Yeah. I think they just made it past Talar.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Yeah.
they're in Talar currently.
Yes, they are there between Talar and here.
Should arrive in 3 days.
Yes.
This
Our scouts report that they have found a
says something on
place to muster. So
He also, Ghost Lord was also supplying the Red Hand of Doom with
was.
Only
He
a small
was.
amount.
yeah, a small amount,
Like
but
6 or 7.
but they were large, big, heavy fighters. And we convinced the Ghost Lord to recall his assistance.
that was, and Cal will speak up. That's because you gave him the phylactery back.
correct. Yes, there was no other way around it. We tried.
I'm not expecting you to kill a lich,
We tried.
but oh well.
We didn't try to kill
Kill
him.
him.
You
No.
thought
we tried.
of it?
We tried of other
We thought
things.
about killing him.
Yeah, it was an option, and then we decided not to.
It was
Some
an
bones
option
and
that-
sticks told us it was a bad idea.
Well, depriving the Red Hand of Doom of any kind of forces is a win. And so here you are.
This crowd
So-
is looking at us as a group and being like, these are the most unprofessional.
And yet we're the only ones getting shit done.
Yes.
Right.
We
Out of
just
the-
don't
out of
remember
the-
I might have
anything.
got my license on the back of a cereal
We get
box.
shit done and we just have stupid memory.
And Jarmath speak up. No, hold on. The Steam is indeed doing their best and has gotten more information out of the Red Hand of Doom than any other forces. All right.
I was
So
picked off the streets, to be fair. I didn't know I was going to come this far.
You're speaking to a group of people.
Yeah.
I was once homeless.
I was
something
once homeless. I
So-
lost something once.
All four of you go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Who?
All four
Four
of
of us.
you, to see how they feel about you.
They have
Timble,
no
you
faith.
can make a +2.
Yay, 16.
16. Okay.
Okay.
Ezra, you get a +1. Malachi, you get a +1, and Emma, you get a +2.
15.
You said +1 for me?
+1 on top of
Because
whatever
of
you already
bullshit.
rolled.
Okay. Dirty 20.
Or 20. Okay.
15.
15.
11.
11. Okay.
You didn't bullshit up.
What did you get? What did you get?
16.
And you got it.
Dirty 20.
They like Ezra the most.
Master
You'll
Meal.
hear various murmurs throughout the crowd. Most of them nodding in approval, being like, "These guys are pretty good. They've done a lot." And Jarmath will kind of have this smug, "Yeah, these are the heroes I endorsed" kind of look. Kale, Lady Kale will also, she looks fatigued.
Is it Call or Kale?
It's
Call, I'm
called.
sorry. Lady Call will also kind of have this kind of like a nodding, pursed lips. Ulverth is like, we got a real winner with that one right there.
Someone's in the corner with a sign that says Temple.
As Tredora
TCS. Oh, sorry. And
is also, rather, where once you had this cold exterior towards all of you, it seems to have lightened a little bit.
Golden Brown? Oh, too late. Sorry. You can't turn back now.
So, now that we've established Steam and some of the, what's happened throughout the Elser Vale in the past month, and some of what's happened in terms of motivations of the Red Hand Horde and the motivations of the Ghost Lord, thankfully, it seems to be in the Ghost Lord's best interests to not have the Vale conquered, and we'll probably have to deal with that sometime down the line. But regardless, right now we have a much bigger, redder issue at our front door, and that is the Red Hand of Doom army.
I'll blow
We need to
them
figure
up.
out. I like that plan, but we still need to figure out the battle plans. What we have a standing army of approximately 800, and he'll kind of look over at Lady Cal. Cal, you can supplement another 100 or so of your henchmen.
Hundreds of thousands. Tens of thousands?
Tens of thousands. 10,000.
10,000.
And of course, Lars, you'll be commanding about 80 or so lines of brindle, elite shock troopers. And then Chidora will speak up. And of course, the Silver Flame army should be supplying 1,000 strong. And the commander should hopefully be here soon.
Fulgrim?
Yes.
Hmm.
And at this point, Jarmath will begin to speak up. I meant to keep this going. I'm sorry. There we go.
But also the Tiri Couture will be joining us as well.
Yes.
Only like the 6 that we had.
We need all we can get, buddy.
Kiliar will speak up.
We can
Yes.
use them so I
The
can
cute-
dive bomb again.
The Tiri Couture have a squad of bombing
Elite
owls,
fighters.
about 5 or 6. But we also join forces with the Silver Flame army marching south. And we have a platoon coming to join us. So they're about 50 strong.
That is really intense.
There we go. So that's about 1,500, and then plus the Silver Flame army, 2,500 to 10,000.
I just counted another 1,000 for me.
We'll count you as. So the lot of you will be shock troopers. You'll be moving from battle to battle.
ODST.
But we'll get there. Right now, we need to discuss what happens with the standing army, and Lord Jarmath will kind of stand up. Our army shall take to the field and defend Brindle's honor, drive out this Red Hand horde ourselves. And as he kind of makes up and makes this grand proclamation, you see Kyle and Lars are both just like their color draining from their faces, as Kyle just kind of. And at this point, Lars will speak up. If I may, sir, as he is kind of like the town guard captain. Our men are experienced and ready to fight, but with that kind of, the Silver Flame army isn't even here yet. Those kind of forces, they'll be overwhelmed and slaughtered. And at this point, Lars will then kind of fire back. How dare you underestimate the valiance of the lions? And then Goldenbrow will then also speak up.
You should be as valiant as you want. But
Jarmath, please, let's keep our tempers to a minimum. She's obviously flustered, not wanting to. You get the sense.
That's her
Yeah.
move.
Bang.
Is you get the sense that she wants to,
Daddy, chill.
support him. She wants to support him, but at the same time, not have the people of Brindle slaughtered.
How do I tell my lover that you just shut the fuck up?
Do any of you have anything to add?
I mean, like I said, you can be as valiant as you want, but more forces.
Only y'all saw his.
We
see
saw
you.
them kiss.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would
and-
say so.
And
But-
y'all told the group. So,
No, they never
No.
came back to it.
No, we never
Okay.
came back to them.
so you two would know why Tradora is speaking up, but you two wouldn't necessarily. I mean, if you want to make insight checks, you can.
I don't think.
I don't
Okay.
give a fuck.
Okay.
Like, I just don't think me, just from seeing that, I would piece it together.
Okay. And at this point,
Well, Jarmath, we all have things to protect here, obviously, right? I'm sure you do.
of course.
Yeah, and I'm sure those things mean a lot to you. So why would you run into battle without being fully prepared? It's like sending your loved ones to death.
I don't want the Redhead Horde ruining and stamping through my city. If we meet them on the field of battle, we can rout them and turn them away there without any damage to the city.
It's either damage the city or you lose a bunch of people.
I think we can hold out, and if we must die, then that will be a glorious day to die. And at this point, you will have finally heard these various cheers coming from outside before finally the door flies open. Then it will be a glorious day for your enemies, Jarmath. is Fulgrim.
Oh, there he is!
My dickless man.
Skrillia, if you'll join me, please.
Charmed to meet y'all.
As you'll see a half-orc woman in a cloak, but also decked out in various weaponry, stand up and join him.
Fireball?
Behind
No fire.
Triple
No
no.
Fulgrim is in his armor, still shining. The only sign of any kind of travel you see is that his cape has a lot of dirt and tears on it. Behind him, though, you see what at first you mistake to be some kind of warforged. It is, instead of made of wood or metal, its limbs are made of porcelain with almost coy fish-like patterns on it as she walks with her arms crossed across arms, you know. And she walks behind all of you. No mouth, but these dark
No mouth.
blue eyes that seem to pierce right through you. And if anybody were to look at Chris, you would see what you could only be described as a warforged aghast.
Is there a picture of her anywhere?
Maybe.
Is it a puppet?
No.
It's a Warforged, but just better materials, looks like.
It's Alita.
People of Brindle, I am Fulgrim,
Battle.
Prefect of the Silver Flame and Grand Templar leading this army of the Silver Flame, and I have come to defend your city. This is Skrillia, if you would introduce yourself.
Pleasure to make y'all's acquaintance. I am Skrillia of the Kalak Shosh from the Gash Kalak, and I've heard tell of y'all blowing shit up.
You've heard correct.
Continue.
I'd say I'm most sympathetic with y'all's party, and seems y'all are missing a piece to your little puzzle.
Missing more fire.
Oh, you're in luck. I'm with the Silver Flame, so.
Oh, you're part of the Silver Flame.
Oh yeah, the Kalak Shosh.
Okay.
It's what we call the shit.
The shit.
The binding flame.
The band.
Binding flame.
He's a country
soul.
What y'all would know as the binding flame.
Is also the Silver Flame.
That's where you're wrong. I don't know shit.
We'll get you up to date, dog. Don't you worry. I was a small town baker, and hope y'all enjoy my little confectionaries I brought for you.
The cookies on the table.
I
As you'll
didn't
see
make the funny
Fulgrim,
connection.
reach out for a chocolate chip
He
cookie.
made,
And
she
just,
made the cookies on the table.
Yeah.
I didn't make that connection earlier.
Yeah. Then
so it was you who brought. I thought the servants. The Lord Jarmuth speak up. I thought the servants brought these cookies. I didn't realize you had donated your cookies. These are wonderful.
They can't know my recipes.
Trodora will also speak up. Yeah, these are fantastic. Thank you. Skrillia?
Skrilly.
Skrillia, thank you so much.
Friends call me Skrilly.
Scritty.
Printing.
I don't like that name. That sounds like Martin Scruggs.
Jesus.
You're gonna up the price of this.
Jesus
By 300%.
And go to jail for that.
So I was playing like we make you eat cookies. Yes. I want some cake.
You keep talking. I'm listening.
And at this point, Jarmuth will speak up. Fulgrim, now that your army is here, perhaps you can enlighten us what you plan on doing. And then Fulgrim will then kind of, right.
Not send everyone off to die, that's for sure.
I believe that the defenders of Brindle would be better served defending the gates. The Red Hand of Doom will be attacking from the west. And while the Silver Flame army is still moving in from the north, the plans are that we will take the field, and we will drive back the invaders with the help of Brindle's defenders, fortifying the gates. This will allow not only for a standing force to actively meet them in battle, prevent any form of siege weaponry from attacking the walls and gates themselves, but will also allow various defenses on the wall to be had. And Jarmath, Kale, Kal, and Lars are both just. This is perfect. We couldn't have asked for the perfect cavalry. And Lord Jarmath just kind of nods his head. I agree. We're in accordance. Did you have anything to add, Steve? Oh, Ezra hates the cake.
It's not good.
Looks not
It's
good.
not very good.
It's not a
no.
good cake.
Well, you hate to see it.
Yeah.
That's kind of nasty.
It's kind of gross though.
Why does it taste like that?
No, I want it.
He's like, it's gross, I want it.
It just doesn't taste right.
Yeah,
It's pretty bad.
I thought I was gonna be able to eat it.
Now I don't want it.
It's not good.
Maybe you'll like it. You want to taste it?
No.
Okay.
It is past my dinner time.
Yeah, it's like I don't think it tastes good warmed up. And that's
That's its last saving grace.
yeah, like that. It's not gonna help.
But the Red Hand of Doom army has employed various monstrosities, dragons, manticores, the likes. Rakshasas lead them. The next question that this meeting needs to resolve is what will happen if the gates are indeed breached and the Red Hand army enters Brindle. At this, you'll see all 4 people on the defense table essentially go quiet as you get the sense they haven't talked about this, didn't want to talk about this.
You couldn't finish
It
it.
tastes like chalk.
Ew, gross. Lars will speak up. We hadn't figured that out yet. We were kind of all hoping that it wouldn't come to something like that.
Why wouldn't you think of all options in the middle of a war?
The main option was to keep them out.
Okay, why didn't you prepare for a what if?
We didn't want to think of it. I don't know what to tell you.
Do we even have enough people to cover the entire? How many entrances of the gate are there? 3 entrances, correct?
There are essentially 4 entrances,
4
including
considering
the
the
King's
river.
Gate. But
You know,
as Fulgrim said, they'll be attacking mainly from the west, since that's where they've been marching this whole
So the
time.
Elseer gate.
To the Elseer Gate on the west. Yeah, the Elseer Gate.
Okay.
Well, we need to prepare either way in case they decide to flank us from the side.
Jarmath will kind of look at Lars, and Lars will speak up. We can easily produce stock blockades throughout the more chokeholdy parts of the city, which will allow the Lions and other militia to perform guerrilla warfare. Hit and run tactics that would be very effective, since we'll have the lay of the land, and the hobgoblins won't know. It's guerrilla with a U.
Hi there.
Guerrilla.
Guerrilla.
I'm not okay.
And this, Tredora will then speak up.
I'm a scientist.
So, yeah?
That's what Overwatch reference.
I'm not a monkey. Yeah.
I'm a scientist, and then he jumps and kills somebody. Except not really, but
The clerics. They could serve one of 2 primary functions. We could have them centered in the Cathedral of the Silver Flame. It would allow, the forces to come and go, but it would require travel. And on the other hand, we could have them scattered throughout the town to help in, steady healing, but that would risk all of them getting killed.
Why would you station them all in the same place?
It would make it would focus healing efforts, and on top of that, it would be much more defensible.
Why don't you teach them defense moves then?
They
have
know how to defend themselves. But they could be easily singled out. And at this, Fulgrim will speak up. I am of the belief that they would be better served in the cathedral. That way, we can make sure that they all stay alive, and we can set up.
Right, it's right in the middle, right on the map.
So that's the keep. That's where y'all are at now. It's actually kind of to the left.
Oh, the little Y-shaped thing.
Yeah, the one right. You gotta have a mouse. This right here, essentially.
Okay.
So it does act as sort of a forward healing base, while also we could set up supply lines in order to allow quick triaging, and at the same time help make sure that the various clerics are protected. Jarmath will speak up. I agree with this plan. It would be best if Tredora stayed safe inside of the cathedral. And that's whenever Kale speaks up. I think it would be better off if all the clerics were spread out. It would allow more efficient healing.
Who asked you?
I agree with Call.
Yeah,
Only
didn't you
in-
say that it's
only-
worthy to die in this cause or whatever it was?
The defenders of Brindle, sure, but and at that point Lars will also see. Yeah, it would benefit a lot of men if they were to be spread out. The various clerics, it would allow for much more efficient healing. I feel.
Then why doesn't Goldenbrow run medic lines throughout the front line? If she's the strongest one here, isn't she?
She's the most renowned.
She's the one who can defend herself the most.
She can heal.
What
It's
if
the
we're
difference
with
between healing
But
and
also,
defending.
don't forget that it's our job to get her to Sharn.
then?
Oh no, she died by accident.
Then why don't we escort her through the enemy lines as she triages and helps?
What
We'll
if
defend
others
her.
know who she is and will specifically look for her?
Then that's why we defend her.
I will not be on the front lines. I will be helping heal in the city.
Yeah, I don't agree with Call. I think they should all stay in the cathedral.
Do the rest of you want to add anything? Remember, like
Have
you're a
one
part of this
line
defense council.
of defense, and when they're in need of heal, we can move to another line of defense, have them go back to get healing, so we're not putting our clerics in any mortal danger.
As far as spreading them out, or
No, as far as
Keeping them in
inside.
the cathedral.
yes, that would be the hope. So, are two are for congregating, two are for spreading?
Oh, I don't care. Do
Yeah,
whatever you want.
okay, you defer. Full speak up. Skrillia, how do you feel about this? Should we congregate them and keep them safe, or spread them out and risk them being slaughtered?
I would lean more towards having small established healing bases.
I'm thinking.
Saying if someone got hurt in a certain district, you could go to that station and get all fixed up. But I also am not past the main argument that there is not really a game plan. They're coming in from the west, right?
Yes.
Okay. The Elseer Gate.
You also
Yeah.
get, yeah.
Mm-hmm. What's the plan other than just meeting them head on?
So Fulgrim will speak up. The Silver Flame Army will station out in the fields here, where we will take the primary brunt of their force and hold them off, while the remaining defenders of the city of Brindle will man the various walls and prevent any kind of excursions from skirmishing parties / sabotaging armies.
Mm-hmm.
That's the primary defense, and we wear them out until they either retreat. And quite frankly, and Fulgrim will kind of, speak up with, Johanna and Merhoy have also been here this whole time, by the way. I totally forgot to add.
Oh, I assume they were here.
Yeah. And she'll you'll see Fulgrim will pull out this, what is essentially a lantern, but it has like this silvery flame inside of it. My duty will be to cut off the head of the snake. Once the leader of this army, who we met in Rockfall, he's a Rakshasha. He has various names, but I have a friend who was able to scout out the army. He goes by Karn, Kharn. It will be my job to cut off the head of this snake. Once Karn reveals himself on the field of battle, I will take the Ashen Wake and meet him and ultimately destroy him. And Merhoy and Johanna will kind of like make this symbol of the silver flame, and so will Tredora, as you see Fulgrim will kind of go ahead and put the lantern back on his belt. That is essentially the game plan: is to hold out until the general reveals himself, and then I will execute the general.
What if you're just throwing throwing salt in the wind at this point. What if we kind of funneled them, building up kind of like that shape around the gate entrance? Then I can have ways of getting around. Me and my buddy. Remind me of your name, darling.
Tim.
Team.
You mimic her
Tim, you gonna be all right. we could do some hopping around and, as you say, blow shit up.
Well, if we do funnel them, why doesn't... I don't know, can't you create walls of ice?
No, that's not how that spell works. We've been over this.
That was a one-time thing.
That was the DM did it.
I do know Wall of Fire now, though.
Did you want to create 2 walls of fire on the
It
end?
has to be all connected.
And Jarmuth to speak up again. We want to avoid the Red Hand entering the city at all costs.
Mm-hmm.
I would prefer not to funnel them inside of the city unless
No,
there was
we
a
meet
proper
them at the gate.
meet them at the gate.
We meet them at the gate. Have the forces aim in this one solid kind of hallway.
Well, so here, let's resolve the clerical situation first, and then we'll discuss what I'd like to do with Steam. All those in favor of keeping the clerics inside the cathedral, and you'll see Jarmath, Ulverth, not Ulverth, and Goldenbrow raise their hands. All those in favor of spreading out our forces, and you see Kale and Ulverth raise their hands. And it seems that we are at a bit of an impasse then, as Fulgrim also raised his hand for holding them in the cathedral.
What? That sounds like we won. Because, I mean, it's me, Temple,
Fulgrim.
Goldenbrow, Fulgrim, and Jarmath for...
And then 1, 2.
Then you got 1.
What did you?
2,
Uh,
3.
Well, no,
spread
he
them out.
deferred.
Spread 'em
No,
out.
No,
and
he just raised his
they
hand.
ended up
Choosing for spread them out.
to spread them out.
You'll see. You'll see Jarmath kind of turn toward Kiliar. Kiliar, what are your thoughts on this? And at this point, he'll kind of look at the 4 of you and Skrilia. I'm willing to hear. So here. Whoever wants to roll a persuasion check for cathedral, go ahead and roll. Whoever wants to roll for spread, go ahead and roll.
You gotta be the one to do it, buddy. I'm sorry.
Oh,
That's
It's botched.
That's bad.
Why did it bounce out? Why does it bounce? What'd you roll?
11.
Okay. Do you roll? Okay.
21.
21? Okay.
Except they're dying.
As you both kind of make your points.
I mean, what is the point of having them in the middle of the city? They're gonna have to come all the way back to the cathedral.
No, we're going to the cathedral. Like the ones that are injured go back to the cathedral.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, essentially like the injured troops.
If we're meeting them all the way in at the battlefield, they're gonna have to go all the way back inside to the cathedral.
They're better.
That seems like a
they're better
horrible idea.
Stay with us. And we'll just protect them as much as we can.
Who's to say anyone would make it back?
Who's to say they'll survive with a certain someone?
And that's the thing. Spread out, like, y'all aren't going to be on guard duty. There are too many of them. You can maybe guard Tredora, but there's about 20 clerics.
You're not doing shit.
They don't know what you're the only.
I
one
know.
supposed to.
That's why I'm saying shit to you.
Temple and Ezra technically don't know.
I know.
Yeah, they-
This is just Temple's. This is what Temple.
you
Dimple
also
just
don't
doesn't
know.
like me.
Temple doesn't trust your ass.
And quite frankly, the clerics here, the town clerics are not designed for battle.
How many are there?
I mean, we'll have our clerics in the army, but they will be on the field of battle. These will be clerics specifically for defending the city, the militia, and the lions.
Battle medics.
Yeah, no, he did tell us.
Yeah, he told us that about killing. We just don't know about Goldenbrow being
the target.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
that's-
know about.
But
That
You know of the
Call is gonna give him a target. You just don't
No,
know it's
he told
Goldenbrow.
us.
Yeah.
He told us it was
he
Golden
came and
Brown.
told all of us.
And then y'all went to Call to ask
And
why.
then
that's where
when
y'all
you
found
guys,
them.
that's
So
when
they,
you saw them
so they
kiss.
know. They just don't know that they're in a relationship.
Yeah.
Golden
Oh,
Brown and
I don't
Yeah.
remember you.
Jarmath.
Yeah,
'Cause
he went.
he
I was honest.
Because remember,
saying-
he went back and then came back in the room that we were all in and was like, "Hey guys, guess who I have to fucking kill?"
You guys didn't want any more secrets. I was being
That was a
honest.
secret you should have kept, quite frankly.
Jesus.
Well, they don't.
Pick and choose. Pick and choose the secrets.
This man either keeps all the secrets or just tells everything.
Well, they've been honest twice.
They've both been bad choices.
And then you ate a cloak.
My cloak.
That was the only time, other time I was honest.
Anyways.
Is stealing honest?
I told you I stole from you.
After you did it.
Then we'll handle it this way. The most robust of the clerics will form field teams and spread out throughout the gates. And that's essentially going to be half of the clerics. The other half of the clerics and Tredora, and Fulgrim kind of look at Tredora, will stay in the cathedral.
Why should she stay in the cathedral?
So that she can.
She's the more robust one.
She's also the leader and can direct them of where to go.
She's the most robust.
That's what I thought.
I'll guard her.
Sure you will, Temple. And with that, Jarmath will kind of sigh as you'll see kind of the fatigue get to him. All right, now for the final docket for today. Is that the word? I don't think I'm using
Yes.
it right. The final discussion on the docket. There we go. Steam being on the field. The original idea is that all of you would serve as skirmishers, and Immerstal here would essentially form telepathic bonds with himself, me, one of you, and then an additional, and he'll kind of look at Fulgrim, general. I'm sorry, but I should not be a part of this telepathic bond. Like I said, as soon as I see Karn, I'm heading out to the field. I will direct the forces until then, and whenever Karn reveals himself, Johanna will take the field. And it will take the command of the army. And you'll see Johanna kind of like, she wasn't expecting that. Very well. So we could maybe give the last link to another one of you. And you'll hear Kyle speak up. That would be a bit of a waste. They're going to stick together. We could give it to Kiliar, or we could maybe give it to the Blades.
Why don't you just give it to Johanna?
No, she'll.
They will be focusing on the Silver Flame armies. They are not. They will be focusing on staying on the field and repelling the Red Hand of Doom. Whoever gets this final telepathic link needs to help make sure that the city stays defended. The Silver Flame will have enough in our hands, essentially. You can rely on them to hold off the majority of the forces. You can't rely on the Silver Flame army to completely hold off the army.
What do you guys mean? I got a character.
Who should we give the telepathic link to?
So they're going to give one to one of you. They're going to give one to Jarmath and one to Immerstal. And it's basically, there's one left making a four-way call. And basically you're trying to determine who's the best person to give it to. Lars will speak up. I'll be commanding most of the forces of the Lions along with the militia. And if I could get this link, it would help me to direct them where they need to go.
He's in the front line. He should probably get it.
And Kiliar would then also speak up. If you give it to me, I'll have an eye's view of the entire city. I can link where enemy movements along with any kind of surprise info. And Kale will speak up. I think it would be great for me because I could also direct forces. So she'll kind of look at Lars, but doesn't sound nearly as confident.
I think giving it to Tyrikator should be a good idea.
Tyrikator?
Bird's eye view.
Yeah. Just in case they try and do any butt pokes or sneak attacks.
All of you that are going with Tyrikator, go ahead and make a DC
Who was the first one?
persuasion check.
Lars
You could go give it to
over
Lars, who is the kind of the
lead
town.
of the Lions, the Brindle
Oh, the
Lions.
one's gonna be in the front ones.
Mm-hmm.
Well, on the walls.
Yeah.
Remember, the front lines is going to be mainly the Silver Flame army,
Mm-hmm.
and
They already have one.
they have their hands full.
They're not getting one because
Oh, they're not getting one at all.
no.
Oh.
Okay, so we need to
Maybe
do it.
if the Tyrikator end up seeing, because they can see if, like, let's say the Lions are struggling, they'll be able to see it and they'll be able to tell
And
us.
relay that they need
Yeah.
reinforcement.
Yes.
Exactly.
They'll be the first ones to see things.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody make a persuasion check.
You want to do it?
That's gonna be that man
Caressing
right
me,
there.
sorry.
15.
That was right on the dot. You'll see Jarmath kind of nod. Very well. It will go to you, Kiliar. And Kiliar will kind of, very well, as he wasn't expecting this kind of level of prestige as a kind of outsider.
Gotcha. We love him.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
He's one of my kind. Well, not one of my kind, but
As
he helps my kind.
you came in after lunch. Essentially, a few hours have passed, and it's almost dinner time. People have kind of started to get up and go as the defense table begins to wind down. So with that, let us go over what was decided. Steam introduced themselves and proved that they are indeed worthy of the moniker most powerful heroes in Brindle. The battle plans, we've decided that essentially there will be a standing guard on the walls while the Silver Flame Army handles the brunt of the Red Hand Doom. Phase 3, we will be having a split between a half of the clerics being held in the cathedral along with Tredora, and then the more hardier clerics spreading out throughout the town. And then finally, we'll be having myself. Which of you will have the telepathic bond?
You already have that, don't you?
Your mom.
Your man.
Not me.
Not Malachite.
Don't give it to me.
I just met you, but I think you should have it.
I can hold on to it.
I just met you, but your cookies were good.
No, it's not even that. I look at the rest of us and I'm like,
It seems
This
like
one
it
seems
falls to me.
Fulgrim will speak up. So Skrilla, are you wanting to join Steam?
Yeah, I've heard their tale, and they could use a little something extra. So
Very well.
I
I
made
could pack
an
a punch.
assumption. Sorry, my bad. I thought you were just
I'm on the right track. Don't worry. Don't you
I'm
worry
bad
about
for
it.
you.
So then Skrilla will take the second bond along with Kiliar and Immersed. And then finally Fulgrim will
I
bring
should
up.
probably write this down. Okay, hold on. So who has the bonds?
It's going to be Jarmath, excuse me. Kiliar,
Yeah.
Skrilla, and then Immersed the Red, who's essentially forming the bond.
That's the wizard that shit on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or well,
And then
temple
I
kind of
shit
shit
You
on
shit
him.
on back.
Yeah.
I straight up diarrhea.
There is one final addition to the army that I wanted to bring up. Fulgrim speaks up, as he'll then turn to the Silver Sentinel that has been quietly standing over him.
Fuck.
What'd you say?
Nothing.
I didn't even hear him.
You're
I didn't
good. You're good.
What did he say? He said it's his dick.
No, it's not.
I keep it in a jar.
No, I don't.
It's level 20.
Level 20 dick.
You guys are fucked up.
Is it like a big dick monster?
Oh no.
Oh
Is
It's in
it?
the attic.
No, it's just like he whips it out. It's like a sword.
no! Like in that game.
Like the foreskin.
The
Like
foreskinner?
Oh, yeah, like the foreskinner. That's right, Ash. I named my whip that.
Oh, nice.
So, I did want to get at least the bust of Ada02.
Hell
Or is it
Just
it was over there.
yeah. Nothing else.
It's going to be right there.
Oh, that's kind of creepy.
Really, really
I
creepy.
retract my smash statement.
Pussy.
It doesn't have.
You'll see Ada02 step up. Recently, north of here in the Marth Forest, there is a silver forge, and it was being corrupted by another Rakshasa of a different group called the Lords of Dust. And it was thankfully freed, thanks in no small part to Johanna and Merhoy here, along with their new ally Slyrak. In rekindling the forge, I was reborn, as I had been maimed and almost killed. And not only that, but they also managed to reforge, and she'll kind of look at all four of you, the Warforged core that you found in Vrath Keep.
My baby?
His name is Varkolna.
I didn't name him. What's
And
his
this-
name?
Varkolna, so it's W-A-R-K-L-N-A-W.
Chocofoot.
She is a silver sentinel that is basically the forge keeper of one of the silver forges.
Oh.
So she came from. So remember whenever Varkle. Remember when y'all were flying in and you saw a silvery light coming from Marth Forest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything.
I know you don't, because you don't remember, because you don't take notes and you don't care about anything.
Except titties.
That felt personal.
Except titties and blowing shit up.
That's a man.
Hey,
who
look how
flies.
far this goes.
God damn it.
Keep liking titties, please.
Varkle was what all of you might have known as a Titanic warforge. And in the distance you'll hear this. And this, not fully built, but operational Titanic warforge will be joining the defense of Brindle.
My son.
Your son.
My son.
He's nice.
As you'll hear this kind of Titanic warforged. What? And then these various like clamors and almost like
Titanic is like huge, right?
it's a
Because
big
it was
voice.
was it
Cheeks are clapping.
Yeah. No, that's actual just people clapping. So.
It's the Warforged. You know, it's
I'm
gigantic
trying to
cheeks.
sneak up on the enemy now. The sound of my ass cheeks just keep clapping.
Keep
Like,
learning
his
his
guards.
No, you literally hear this.
like the Iron Giant size?
Exactly. This iron giant size.
Okay,
Just
man.
Wait,
You
like so
stay
like towering.
I go.
you would see if you looked out the window. You wouldn't even need a perception check. Is you see this large metallic, not creature, but almost
So how many feet tall?
it's about 20 feet tall.
Do I feel a connection to my son?
You recognize it, even
That's
though
my
you
son.
don't. You
That's
you
my
feel
son.
it.
I'm so proud of him.
He grew up.
I raised that.
As he isn't like hanging over the walls, but you
I
do
totally
see him
didn't
kind
give
of
my
on
back
this
the whole
hill,
time.
and he's like grabbing these boulders and like putting them in a pile. Varkle will be providing siege support and pelting the Red Hand of Doom army. That's his name in the module. I'm not changing it.
Riley said he's autistic.
He's autistic.
He said, "Oh, he's autistic." You were like, he's just moving the boulders, and Riley goes, "Oh, he's autistic."
He's doing it. He's building up an arsenal to throw.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's just a pile of rocks that he's just gonna
He's gonna throw
Yeah,
him.
exactly.
That's so funny.
And you'll see like large trees as well. All right, session's over. Get out.
Bashing beetles together.
Okay. You'll see Chris, who's still been like kind of aghast for the past like hour,
Don't cross him.
finally start writing something down in his book and then just close it. I need to go, and just walks out in a big rush. So, and then Jarmath will stand up. So with that, the defense of Brindle has been determined. It looks like the hobgoblins plan on attacking at night. They will have an advantage with their dark vision sight against
We
the...
all
Yeah,
have
we
dark
all got
vision.
dark vision, bro.
But the humans of Brindle don't.
Oh, that's right. I mean, I could just give him
Can you give it to 2,500 people?
it doesn't take a spell slot.
That's a lot of dark vision.
I don't think I gave it to that many people, though. I think I'm gonna give it to like a couple.
Well, regardless, tomorrow we'll be preparing defenses, and the day after we'll be preparing for the attack. I recommend all of you talk to Merstal. He has some wares for you.
Mm-hmm.
And additionally, some of the magic items that we found, we kind of collected, and then be prepared to receive the telepathic bond. So with that, you'll see Jarmath and Jadora kind of leave together, and then Lady Kyle also kind of like gives you
Can
a
I
little
sneak
nod.
out?
Oh, and before the meeting finally adjourns,
Who's saying this?
Jarmath and Jadora. Before the meeting finally adjourns, I wanted to announce that after our victory in defending the town and driving off the Red Hand horde, Tredora and I will be getting married.
God damn it, this was my secret to keep.
As you'll hear like woo and announcing woo. What's what?
Golden Brow.
Can I
Oh, is
commit
that for sure?
This just has to do with something that you told me
What?
a while
Can I
ago.
commit
Yeah.
This is not in character.
insubordination?
No.
Okay.
Please.
A while
No.
ago, when we were talking about dossiers and stuff that we had to create for our characters, like just a few weeks ago,
Yeah.
you said there was a character who was writing these dossiers.
Yes. You have not met them.
Okay, it's not this guy who keeps writing shit down, right?
Nope.
Okay.
No, that. So are you talking about the Warforged?
No,
He
there's
was-
this person who just keeps writing shit down and like.
So the Warforged and Lars were writing stuff down. Lars was mainly writing down your battle prowess, which is why he liked Temple so much.
Okay.
And the Warforged Chris was mainly just doing it to make sure that everything is accounted for.
Okay, I thought it was.
This is not one of them.
I thought it was.
You still need to write yours, or at least give me something to write it from.
Could commit insubordination?
No.
Damn.
What were you gonna do?
Nothing.
I mean, who are you
Still
asking?
fucking
Is
don't go
Malachite
around.
asking that, or are you asking?
I'm
Stu?
asking Sterling.
I mean, I'm not going to tell you what to do with your character.
Mm.
I'm gonna beat your ass.
No, never mind.
Unless you don't find it.
With the way you roll, it would not take much to kill you. I'm just saying.
Is that where you're
That's when
keeping
they
her
roll
off the
the-
battlefield?
When it's against friends.
Jarman?
Yeah.
I bet you that's it.
Probably.
I mean,
Don't kill
as Tredora has also made it known, she'll be the one focusing the healing forces inside of Brindle.
Just seems to me you're letting your personal life get in the way of this.
Brindle is my life.
Get a life.
You literally inherited this town.
Fine, whatever.
They inherited it, you didn't even earn it. Pussy.
Jesus.
Small
He's not Elon.
$1 million.
Small loan
He's
of
not
$1
drunk.
million.
So, Steam, you've Fulgrim to speak up. You've kept yourselves quite busy. It's good to see all of you again. You seem hardier, though a little worn down. How have you been?
Damn.
Oh, we're down.
I've been strong.
I love that.
I am strong.
Aim strong.
My muscles are getting big.
No, Emma, you seem very on edge with Malachite.
Oh, I was gonna ask if I could sneak out.
Go ahead.
I do.
Roll stealth.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Fucking God, you're gonna ruin everything.
Where's my die?
I hope you roll bad.
Bastard. Why is that so bouncy?
It is.
Give me, what is it? What is it? What is it?
19.
Jeez, okay.
This is why we don't let him roll out.
Mm-hmm.
Put it in jail.
No, it's a good die.
Shut up, let me have it. 21.
21? As you're sneaking
Fine.
out kind of like one of the side doors.
Can I roll to see if I notice?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh yeah.
It's
that's
perception.
The gate. Oh,
What is it?
It's perception.
I'm gonna do it
I
too.
can only beat it with a natural 20.
15.
15. Doesn't beat it.
Hell yeah, I got a 7.
I roll like shit, doesn't matter.
Not Scarlia.
Whoa, 25.
Not
So-
Scarlia!
Where you going, you varmint?
Is that what you say out loud?
I don't know. Whoa, you
It's
got
in
too
the-
much dip on your chip.
Fulgrim will kind of like, you seem to be at a bit of a scuff with Malachite, as he'll point over exactly where Malachite's walking out the door.
Bitch!
And then Skrellia is also kind of just looking over, wondering what you're doing.
Can I just leave anyways?
Yeah.
I'm just
You
leaving.
know that episode of Dragon Ball when they're all fighting and they're like, we can't see them, and then it's just Vegeta knows exactly what they're looking at.
It was Vegeta and Gohan, but yeah.
Well, there's multiple episodes they did that.
Yeah.
I just
That's,
love
that's
it.
basically what just happened.
So Malachite is left, along with Jarmath. You'll see Lady Call is also leaving with one of her guardsmen. And Kiliar is kind of hanging around with y'all, along with Lars. Fulgrim continues. You seem to be at a bit of odds, and your cloak is gone.
Yeah, he stole it from me in the middle of the night and then
Ate it.
ingested it and turned it into a coat of
Skin
eyes.
type thing.
It's a symbiote now that he wears and he
Like
can't take it off.
A Dalakir symbiote?
Yeah, if you've noticed the third eye on his forehead.
I mean, I smelled it. I didn't want to assume.
Yeah, he talks to Bella Shira through it.
And you'll see, like, everyone basically, like,
She's telling everyone you're
God, you're
fucking.
airing out all my laundry.
Man, fuck you!
you might want to be careful. If it wasn't for, the imminent threat of the Red Hand of Doom, that would be enough to get Malachite executed.
Well, if you execute him, I want to do it, so.
We have more important things to deal with, and I trust all of you.
Oh, spicy.
She hates me.
Billy.
And not only that,
She has anger issues.
Skrilly here will help make sure that he's on the up and up.
Yeah, we need to keep an eye on him. I don't trust him.
He walked
Well-
off just now.
Skrilly has traveled with us from Thrain, from Flame Keep, and has been an incredible asset to the Silver Flame. Found some of the, y'all haven't heard of them, but they're zealots essentially of the pure flame, and Skrilly has been an incredible tracker, hunter.
Somewhat of a bounty hunter.
So I think Skrilly will be a fantastic addition to your group. And not only that, it allows you to keep the name Steam instead of Team or whatever it was y'all were going
Oh,
It's
that's
true.
right. You didn't plan that, did you?
I'm the S.
Yes.
She has 10 intelligence. So. Sometimes it's just stupid.
Okay.
It's actually like average intelligence, just saying.
Have lapses some days.
You see Merhoy kind of speak up and join while Johanna is still kind of like recovering from shock. So, Fulgrim, you make it sound like this will be a bad battle, but you know we have the Fulgrim factor, and Fulgrim kind of like that flame right there on his belt. Skrilia, do you know what that is?
He's
Since you're
strong.
I'm sorry, you sound like the Atlantis, the guy who like the dynamite.
Atlantis?
Yeah, the movie.
Yeah,
The
Atlantis?
Disney movie
The Disney
Atlantis?
Oh yeah.
I forgot his
I don't
name.
know his name either. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's from a. I've essentially deemed them Russian dwarves. So
It's good. It's good. The belt, silver flame.
if you want to make a religion check, go ahead.
Yes. I am proficient.
And if you're proficient in religion, you can also roll. If you want to roll to see what that flame is on.
This
full-
motherfucker
Oh, so you're not there.
he fucked
I'm
up.
not there.
I rolled an 8.
You
Well, I'm technically proficient because I have jack of all trades, so.
I will allow it. You would probably have heard of it in your bardic, histories. You know, 17. You know that it is definitely brimming with radiant silver flame energy, binding flame energy. You're not quite sure what it's for. Ezra, you would know that this is essentially it's called like a sacrificial mote, and it's essentially like a piece of a past hero's soul encapsulated in the silver flame. This sacrificial mote here is used to fuel various silver flame, binding flame rituals. But in this case, it will be fueling a specific ritual, as you'll see Merhoy kind of look up at the gigantic sword that Fulgrim has been carrying this whole time. And Fulgrim will then speak up. We can talk about the sword elsewhere. I think all of you are trustworthy enough to hear about this sword, but let's not talk about it in the center of the town hall. I will be retiring back to the army if you wish to join me in perhaps one of the taverns along the way. Oh, and I keep looking at you, but I'm not looking at you. So.
I'll stop paying attention.
Okay,
Please pay attention.
Emma will follow.
Drinks are on me.
Well, if it's on you.
This one likes to get drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, we'll say you'll head kind of towards the market square, towards like the column site, and there will be, this tavern that the various Lions of Brindle and guardsmen have kind of been going in and out of just to get drinks. And, all of you will enter with Fulgrim, Johanna, and Merhoy. Excuse me. And essentially, as Fulgrim enters, you all hear like these various whispers of like, it's the bandit. the Judas Priest. Like the band? No, they named it after him. And then Johanna will also kind of whisper in the back, the God-shattering star.
What'd you say?
The god-shattering star.
Tavern Keep, I'd like a room to ourselves. And what are those barrels called?
Kegs?
And a keg for all of us.
Two barrel.
A barrel. as you get kind of acclimated inside of the private back room, and there's this keg that gets popped open, and you all serve yourself drinks. Merhoy will just take a drink and just down it completely, and then slam it on the table. We have nothing to worry about with this red fuck of doom. As Fulgrim will kind of like roll his eyes and take a drink. We have the Fulgrim factor. See that moat right there? It will fuel a religious rite. But this is a new religious rite. As he kind of taps on the large sword on Fulgrim's back. This sword is one of the Silver Flame's greatest secrets that I'm going to tell you all about.
Except you.
Except me.
Did you join them? I mean,
No.
have you just fucked off? Okay.
I was letting you do your spiel before
Okay.
we got to that.
Something has definitely happened to you then.
Yeah.
I do want to
Oh
get
my
through this
God,
first,
he's
okay?
dead.
This is in the middle of the street.
This
I
sword-
didn't even make it
The
fall.
Yamcha. In a crater.
I love that picture with him.
This sword is called the Ashen Wake, and it was forged by the primary Silver Forge in Flamekeep. This sword is so powerful that it has 3 restraints, as he kind of points at the 3 different chains that are holding it together. These chains can only be unbound by the will of the Silver Flame. That's why when Fulgrim tried to unsheath it against Karn, and he couldn't, the Silver Flame stopped him. And we are hoping, and Fulgrim's just like, it'll happen. We are hoping that the Silver Flame will agree to unsheath the sword against the Red Hand of Doom and Karn, especially since we have now confirmed that they are Rakshasas serving the Overlord Tiamat. Which, as you know, Tiamat being able to mind control fucking dragons would be a big deal here in Corvair. We don't want that happening. Let alone what would happen on our guessing. But the thing is that drawing the sword requires life force. Usually it draws from the wielder, as we have seen from Fulgrim. But with this moat, we can bypass that, feeding the sword a bit of a soul of a previous hero, and allowing him to draw the sword with no negative comebacks. And then Fulgrim will speak up. There's actually a third way to do it. If the enemy is deemed powerful enough, the sword will want to be unsheathed, and that will come at 0 cost to the wearer. That has not happened yet. We theorize that it will work against overlords, but I hope we don't have to face an overlord. Not that we should, though. Nothing's being unleashed, So regardless, the tremendous power of this sword will be unleashed upon the red fucks. They don't stand a chance. This will be over in a short rest. Get it? I'm clever. He'll take another drink. So, be merry. Don't stress yourselves.
Be merry. Be happy.
Because we have the Fulgrim factor. As they begin to party and enjoy themselves, and Malachite's not there.
No.
Malachite, you will see the same House of Falarian agent on the streets, which is odd because they said they were evacuating. And he'll just kind of walk by you, and he'll once again give you the same, Falarian cant of an assignment has been given to you, and then kind of walk off.
I have to follow him, huh?
You
Yeah.
can.
I'll confirm it and then I'll follow him.
Okay. As you confirm it and he's walking off, he'll make one final message behind his back, and essentially it tells you that there's a drop spot near the Lord Jarmath's keep. And that basically it's in a Falarian typical drop off.
Okay, I'll go to the drop-off location.
Okay. It's basically this tree, and at the bottom where the roots are, you notice a freshly kind of dug hole. You just, very standard Falarian procedures. You'll go through it and find a sending stone.
Oh god, I hate when they put these things.
Um,
I'll take it.
The sending stone does not activate when you pick it up, and from previous operations, you know that whenever they're ready, this speaking stone will relay to you. So you just kind of pocket it, and
hold on to it.
And then what do you do?
I wanted to do two things while I was gone. One, I wanted to go look at the Warforged, my son. What's his name? Varkelnaw?
Varkelnaw.
That's not his name. I'm gonna call him Naw. Naw.
Okay.
I'll go up to Varkelnaw.
So
is he still doing the building thing?
Yep. You'll walk over to like the Dawn Gate.
Mm-hmm.
Might hate it.
And kind of move past it. It's about it's like half a mile as he's on this kind of hill gathering his arsenal. And as he kind of puts this final rock down, you'll get up to him, right? And it's definitely like very Iron Giant like he's not decked out in like this crazy weaponry. It's just
metal.
Arm. You're that gift
arms.
of that guy who's looking up and he's like,
but he doesn't have legs.
yeah, with the bow.
As you see like this dragging trail coming from the Marth Forest, as Varkelnaw doesn't have legs.
He's just a torso and arms.
Yep.
He drags himself.
Yep.
It's kind of sad.
They made do with what they had.
Okay, can I talk to him? They're not sentient, are they?
You will see Varkelnaw like put down the last rock and then like gently like put his arms to the right and left of you and look down on you, and just these big lights for eyes looking down at you, and you'll hear this.
He said, "Mama."
Can you fucking stop him, weird ass? Is fucking Sarah or Malachi or whatever happened? Is like another fucking schizophrenic moment? Like, what's happening?
Probably.
Jesus.
Can I ask him? I mean, he probably won't answer. Never mind. I'm just gonna reach up to him, just kind of like pet him.
You'll see him like he puts his like lips down essentially and like puts them against your hand.
Oh, I love him. Okay. I'm gonna say goodbye to him now.
Okay.
Just didn't think he'd be that sentient.
This is a Warforged.
Yeah.
You didn't even try talking to him.
I don't think he can talk.
Why don't you use your
He has just been
Can I?
blaring this whole time.
Does that work? Unless I think the creature has to be willing. Would he be willing for me to talk to him through my mind?
Can Warforged be telepathically talked to?
I don't know. That's it.
You can't give them the brain.
I think they can.
Communicator, I think.
No, it's called speak telepathically. That's all it is.
This is a question that I should have resolved earlier, but I'm just going to make a call and say that you can.
Cool. Okay. Can
So
I
you
ask-
kind of like reach out and just his lips kind of touch your hand.
Mm-hmm. Tell him, nah, it's you.
Me, Varkelnaw. Is you get the feeling that while he's definitely there sensing you, he's a little autistic. Because he's not fully completed yet.
That's what I was thinking. Okay. What happened to your legs?
Not enough material, but enough to help.
Okay. If I could ever get you a pair of legs, would you be stronger?
Faster. Better.
Better? Okay. I'll see what I could do about that.
Keep bad guys away from me.
Oh God, no, I feel like I have to protect my son. I won't let anything bad happen to you, I promise.
Slyrak will help.
Okay. Thought he wasn't coming.
He's nowhere to be you don't see him there. But he'll be there.
Okay. Okay. I'll be back later.
Goodbye, Malachi.
I didn't tell him my name.
He knew your name.
Oh, I love him.
From being in the court.
Yeah, my little baby.
He was listening that whole time.
My baby. Okay. I'm gonna say goodbye, and then my other stop for the day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Goldenbrow's room.
Okay. So you go to the cathedral.
I'm not expecting her to be there, right?
Okay.
I'm prepared for either or.
So you go to the cathedral.
Yeah. It's the
Okay.
cathedral.
It is a hub of activity of various paladins, clerics, monks going in and out. Are you okay with them seeing you? Do you try to sneak in?
I'm gonna go sneak in.
Okay, make a stealth check.
19.
19 total. Okay.
Mhm.
And this is just to see. Yep. Okay. So you get in with you can get in very professionally. Able to get in without being seen.
I didn't see.
No, because you weren't there.
Oh, where is this?
I'm in the
This is the Cathedral of the Silver
You're
Flame.
drinking, bro.
While y'all are all drinking with
I don't know.
full-grown Johanna Morhoy. So
Getting full tilt.
turned down for what?
I'm so fucked up. I thought I saw that.
Oh, there he is.
Everyone turns around and there's nobody there.
I'm gonna find her room. I'm gonna try to at least find her
Okay.
room.
Make an investigation check.
What? I'm not trying to kill her right now. Jeez. 6.
6. Okay. So you make your way to the back hallways where essentially, the monks and such would live, and you're looking for the nicest looking room you can find. Just big, lavish looking, and instead you find the various bunks that everybody had been kind of, the multitude of clerics are kind of sleeping in, and you come across the chests, and they're all named, and you find Tredora's chest.
Is it locked?
Yes, it is locked.
I'm getting a lockpick it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll
Sleight
sleight of hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get advantage of
I
sleight of
have to
hand.
check. I don't
Okay.
think so. No. Thought I did. It's just though. What is it? Sleight of hand is dexterity.
Dexterity. Yeah.
13.
13. Okay. You kind of shimmy the locks inside, and you are not able to get the lock undone, as it definitely seems to be a bit of a nicer lock. So, and then you kind of look at the various chests, and you see that they all have these very nice locks on them.
How big is the chest?
Standard size, same as the rest of them.
So
It's kind of a bunk. Yeah.
box.
Yeah.
Can I take it?
To be
It's a mimic.
It weighs about 80 pounds.
I can put it in my bag.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take it.
All right, you take it.
Mm-hmm.
You put it in the bag of holding, to be
Mhm.
specific. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure you put
Just
that
back.
the bag of holding is currently carrying 80 pounds on top of whatever it's been carrying.
It doesn't have much in it, really.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. It's all little things.
Make another stealth check as you try to quietly put this chest in your bag. It
21.
21. Okay. Yep. It was a 20 check, so you're able to just kind of scoot it in there.
Box for my trinkets.
Can I create an illusion of it being there?
Wouldn't you need to hold the concentration forever?
Is minor? Yeah, it is. Minor illusion. Is
And
a
minor
concentration.
illusion lasts for a minute.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe you. I don't have to. It's just an idea.
But you could.
Nah, she's not gonna come back in a minute. I doubt.
Mm.
What?
And she came back.
She wouldn't know it was me, anyways.
Mm.
I'm supposed to be helping.
You
the
apparently
city.
stink.
I do stink.
Yeah. It's 1 minute. So.
Wins.
Willis?
Come on, Kaka.
No.
Damn.
I'm gonna leave.
Okay.
Can I do one more peek around, see if I can find a room?
Yeah.
Okay. Investigation, right?
Yeah. We'll keep you 21 stealth check now.
That's fine.
So you're looking for her room still?
Because I'm gonna do one more check as I'm going the other way. I'm gonna check the other hallway.
Yeah.
Just to check. Doesn't matter. 9.
Okay. You walk through the halls and see what looks to be some kind of, nicer looking door. You just go ahead and walk in there. And it looks, you open, the door is unlocked as you let yourself in. It looks to be some kind of study. But then as you get a better look inside with your dark vision, you see that various supplies and food stocks have been put in here.
Nah, I'm gonna leave.
Alright.
I'm just gonna leave.
Okay. All right then. So you just head back to Lord Jarmouth's keep
Yeah.
and just wait for the group.
Yeah.
Okay. So the rest of you kind of party into the night, and then
I'm gonna try getting it open the entire night. I'm sorry.
So you're gonna try to.
I'm gonna try to open the chest the entire night. The whole time I'm alone.
It'll be like another 2 hours until they get back sloshed. If you want to go ahead and roll again,
They're all sloshed.
Why?
they will. I
As
mean,
it is.
do y'all come in drunk or no?
You guys, you guys a roll for drunkenness, no?
You can if you want. You take a point of drunkenness.
Yay.
Whoa.
You take a point of drunkenness. You do not.
Oh, okay, so I can't roll that.
It's a Constitution saving throw.
13.
13. You do not take a point of drunkenness.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, you do finally shimmy the lock open.
Mm-hmm. What's in it?
You find robes.
Pictures of their loved ones. You sick fuck.
Underwear.
Yeah, you find various clothes, robes, and kind of just religious trinkets. Like a silver flame, religious icon, and at the bottom you would find a booklet.
It's like a diary.
You open it up.
It's a diary, isn't
You
it?
realize it's a diary.
I'm gonna read her diary.
Okay.
What?
Go ahead and make an intelligence check as you start reading through this. Here, so everybody else, go ahead and make another drinking check as another.
Sorry.
It's like another hour passes.
11.
So
Sorry.
if you want to remove a drunken point, you can. You do not gain a drunk point.
6.
You gain a drunk point.
6.
You gain a drunk point.
13.
13. Okay.
I don't.
You flip through the first few pages of the book, and this is marked before the last war ended, so it's about 8 years ago. And basically, it entails her first days in Brindle, and how she's basically, a newly minted cleric that is helping the various people throughout Brindle, and how much the people love how beautiful she is, essentially, because she's an Asimar. And that she doesn't appreciate being singled out amongst her brothers and sisters, simply because of her beauty. So
You're an invasive creep.
I have to know more about my target before I kill my target. That's just part of my
He's
job.
like, I have to know where she keeps her underwear. Sick.
I'm keeping the underwear for you.
I'm gonna wear it on my head.
okay, I say one more hour would pass before y'all start making your way back. If you want to keep reading,
Yeah, I do.
another intelligence check.
I'm gonna put the chest back in in my bag though,
Okay, that
and
makes
just keep
sense.
the book out.
That makes sense. If y'all want to make another drink check, go for it.
Hell no. Book.
Oh yeah.
3.
5.
Drink
Hey,
point.
we got the same
What's your
one.
constitution?
Yeah.
Plus 1.
Yeah, so you're drunk point,
5.
drunk point,
5.
drunk point.
Yeah.
3 drunk points, and you are smashed, by the way. So.
Oh. Well,
I only
not
have
smashed
2.
yet.
I only have 1.
You only have one?
Are you smashed?
I'm a 2.
Yeah, so
16.
you're all sloshed and tipsy right now.
16.
16? Okay. You definitely get through a better chunk of it this time, and it continues to go into details about various, day-to-day healings, activities, like the occasional, demon expelling, kind of ghost expelling, and eventually towards, the beginning of the end, she goes into detail about having healed Lord Jarmath because of a dueling incident. And then that's where you kind of stop whenever everybody else
Sorry.
walks in, moderately sloshed.
Ezra's still drinking.
I just
As you're
quickly
still
put it in the bag.
drinking.
Would we have seen him put it in the bag?
What did you?
You're sloshed, apparently. aren't
I
you?
only have
No,
one
no.
drunk.
Oh, I thought you were.
None of them are sloshed.
None of you are. None of you are wasted. Anybody with a 2 is sloshed.
Are you sloshed?
Oh no, I got 2.
Okay.
He said anyone with a 2 is sloshed.
Oh, okay.
I just rolled a
But
2. I'm
I
fucking
did
waste.
roll
Okay.
a.
This temple is fucking wasted.
But could I roll perception to see if I saw him put it in the bag?
If you think that's what Emma do, go for it.
Yeah, Emma's
Emma's
total
always
Just flat.
suspicious.
Though. Just flat.
I rolled a 6 again.
14.
For perception,
Make a sleight of hand check. If you were trying to hide it.
can I roll perception with disadvantage?
What does it look
Sure.
like on the outside?
I mean, how do you think Malachi would just
No, but what does the book look? It's just like a regular.
It is.
like-
It is a leather-bounded book. It's a darker leather, kind of like almost a Bible. But
There's
it's
no
definitely
differential it's like initials, name, nothing.
nothing on the outside. No.
That I
It's all on the
probably
inside.
wouldn't be too scared to hide it. So I'll probably just close it slowly, right, and then put it in my bag as I'm like, oh hey,
Or
how'd
in
you
your
guys go?
coat, yeah.
Yeah.
11.
Sleight of hand check with advantage. So an 11. What was your
14.
Natural 20.
Yeah, you would not see Malachite easily put away whatever it was he was holding.
What's
I rolled the 6 again for drinking.
Are you guys drunk?
So
I'm at
did y'all bring a
3
keg
points.
with you drinking?
No, I have like a bottle of wine,
Are
maybe.
you drunk?
What?
Bottle of wine.
No.
Okay, just
Just
I
drinking
think-
out of a
I
bottle.
think we
Hell
gotta get you to
Where
bed, buddy.
the fuck were you?
I went to go talk to my son, Varkelma. I'm attempting to find him a pair of legs.
Your son, Chuckle Fuck?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah.
Oh man, that sounds.
What were you doing, buddy?
Cool. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna need to take a shower.
Okay. Who else is doing? You? Or
Gary.
You're not. You're like.
Ezra
tipsy,
is still drinking.
Oh.
I said that they still have a bottle of wine with them.
Ah. Okay. Are you with us too?
Yeah, I'm still.
Are you drunk
I'm
or
still
no?
cognizant.
Is I'm not the only slightly sober one here.
Sounds like it.
I don't fucking like you.
Oh.
Emma just fucking starts laughing.
Jesus.
I'm gonna give you guys some
That's a
space.
whole lot of baggage.
When is the other one gonna come back?
Oh shit.
Oh man, that actually made me feel really bad. I'm gonna go. You guys need to sleep.
Emma's gonna say
You're
you're not going
suspicious and
anywhere.
weird.
I'm just gonna go to the library. You can
No.
come with me if you like.
Okay, she'll go with him.
Yeah.
All right. Emma, make another perception check. Only Emma, though.
Oh god, I've been rolling like dog shit. 16. Not bad.
You notice a couple of servants are
Hmm?
going to bed, essentially, because it's like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Mhm.
And y'all go to the library?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have something I'm looking for.
The libraries.
So Ezra, Temple, and Skrelia, you just kind of both, you all shower or bathe or keep drinking and just,
Scarlett, you
That's
want to keep drinking with Ezra?
I'm damn full tilt like a Peterbilt.
Fucking Temple's on the ground.
Just passed out, just stacking cookies on them.
Hell yeah.
so these three are having a great time as you two go to the
I
library.
keep going?
Let's go.
Emma, you're just keeping an eye
I
on
got some
Malachite.
moonshine.
So you're able to easily see Malachite as... not Malachite. You're able to easily see Emma following you
That's
with, your,
fine,
with your
yeah.
coat of eyes.
No, yeah, I agreed to go with him.
Yeah. Okay.
He offered. He was like, "You can go with
You're
me if
okay.
you want."
Yeah.
Just, I like to imagine that you keep Emma in your...
Yeah, I don't keep. Yeah. Mhm. I'm gonna go look for the logs of history.
Okay.
Like history logs of maybe like what happens. There has to be some sort of books in this library that could tell me more about that accident that Jarmath had.
Okay. So you get to the library, and it's, you see like 1 or 2 candles keeping the place lit, which isn't an issue for both of you, but,
And the moonlight.
and the moonlight, yeah,
'Cause
and like
cold.
stars.
There's a hole in the ceiling. That's
So
right.
this is the Lord.
No, this is Lord Jarmath's
Yeah,
Yeah,
library.
this is
Yeah.
Brindle Academy. This
Yeah.
is Lord Jarmath's library.
Okay, that-
So go ahead. It's going to be it's a high DC flat investigation check as you're looking for this very specific incident.
What is it again?
I'm looking for the logs of Lord Jarmath having an accident. 24.
Now you roll good?
not
Um,
rolled down
You realize that in a library you wouldn't be looking for like logs of history. You'd really want to go to like some kind of Medicaid station
Yeah.
/ the nurse's office.
Yeah.
So
Records.
you go to essentially the record keeping part of the library, and it's basically this scribe desk tucked away in like a side office. And you're able to easily find just this like filing cabinet almost of various.
Is
You
Emma
know-
watching him do this?
You find these various filing cabinets filled with the various, the nobility of Brindle, and various like family trees. It all kind of, it traces back the lineage and how Lord Jarmath's family has been, keeping an eye over Brindle for centuries. He was a hero in the last war before his parents eventually passed away due to natural reasons, and he came to mayor over Brindle. And essentially, whenever they were younger, this was like 5-ish years ago, essentially. 5 years younger. There was just this little town tournament, and he got injured in a jousting incident. Basically, took a lance to the chest, and a splinter of wood got into his ribcage. And so,
While he's digging through that, Emma would be like, "What the fuck are you doing? Like, what are you looking for? What kind of sketchy shit are you doing?"
Aren't you curious on when they started becoming a couple?
I don't give a fuck. As long as you don't fucking kill her.
Not right now.
No, you're not going to.
Let's pass the point. But I was curious of when that happened, so I did some snooping, and it looks like.
Oh, you snooping! What a surprise!
Well, I'm snooping some more, and now you're here as an accomplice to my snooping.
I didn't touch shit. I was keeping an eye on you.
I didn't murder anyone. I just watched him murder.
That's a witness.
So I did some snooping, and there had to have been an accident that caused him to meet her. It looks like he was injured in a jousting accident. But yeah, that was just my curiosity. I wanted to see how far back their relationship went, and according to the paper, it looks like 5 years.
Your pocket begins to vibrate from the sending stone.
You up?
I feel it vibrate. I'm gonna be honest with them. I'll be like, that is my boss. I will step outside the library, but I do have to step out of earshot distance. But I'll be in eyesight distance. I have to. I have to take this. Step out.
Okay. Do you let Malachi step out or?
Well, I mean, what am I? I can't like follow him.
Nuh-uh.
What do you want to do?
I mean, Emma wouldn't want him to be by himself.
So do
Because
you
Emma doesn't trust him.
Do you try to stealthily follow him? Like,
Oh, my stealth is fucking +0.
so you would notice that Emma kind of starts following you, Malachi.
Okay, look, just stay here. I'll walk a couple of paces back. You can still see me. I just have to be not in earshot distance.
But I don't trust you. Why would I want you out of earshot?
It's my boss. If my boss knows that someone else is
How is he gonna know?
It's like, stay cool, bitch.
Just stay there. Just all I'm asking you to stay here. That's it.
You're gonna tell me what your boss says then.
Fine.
Just
Fine.
Alright.
Then I'm gonna go.
And Emma keeps following her?
No,
Following
Emma
her?
will stop. Because
Stop
he said he
following.
was
Okay,
gonna
that's
tell
what I
what
thought.
her boss says.
Follow him. Okay. So she stops following, but he goes and kind of finds a little off corner. Go ahead and make a charisma saving throw.
Charisma?
Yeah.
give you that riz.
Dirty 20. Ooh, a 15 and a 1. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Okay. You were paralyzed.
Dirty 20?
You were paralyzed. As you suddenly find a corner and pull the sending stone up to your face, you are magically bound. Your nerves cease to function.
I'm in trouble.
As you see the House Florian agent who gave you the previous, sending stone and the sending stone after that, appear from the shadow that you were just about to walk into. But you notice that this agent has golden eyes, and the previous guy did not. And then you see them hold up this head, and it's the actual House Florian agent that you talked to and gotten your orders from. As they drop it on the floor, and you hear this very deep, "Stay away from Todora."
Would Emma see this?
Were you?
Because he was in just like what you said walking.
Well, I made
distance,
it. I don't know where we would have been if I went behind a bookcase. Or
No, you
if
said
I
you were
went
gonna be
Alone.
that she could see
Yeah.
you.
Oh, where you could see it? Okay.
Right? Yeah, he said I would be able to see him the whole time.
You see a hand holding the head drop it. You do not hear what is said.
Mm-hmm.
And that Malachite is frozen right now.
And then the person who dropped the head just
Oh,
disappeared.
you just see the hand disappear.
Oh, so there's enough light for just to show like this
Yeah,
part
basically,
down.
it's just like.
Okay, Emma would run up then and like look at the head and be like, "What the fuck?" and then fucking look at his ass.
Am I paralyzed still?
Yep.
I'm not looking at her. I'm looking at the agent on the ground. That is the second agent that I've let die on my fucking watch.
Make a perception check.
11.
You look inside the corner where the shadow was, and there is nothing there.
Yeah, she would like reach her hand out and be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. And you have like dark vision. Like
Yeah.
you're not having a hard time seeing into this corner.
Yeah.
But previously there was just pure darkness there, and now there is nothing. As the paralyzation fades, and you have your bodily functions back.
Emma was gonna grab you and be like, "What the fuck was that? What the fuck just happened?"
There's nothing clicking in my head about what this is there?
Golden eyes.
Yeah.
And they told you to leave Golden Brow alone?
She's definitely got some sort of minions or something.
Why would they kill the person who gave the messages or whatever?
I don't know.
But who is this agent?
This was my agent. He was a part of the House of Shadows as well. Yeah.
But he's not the one that told you to kill him.
No.
He just delivered this in.
He just delivered. He was the guy in the town.
Oh.
Poor thing, we have anything to do with anything.
No, because that means that they have to have been following me from the beginning. Someone had to have seen me steal the chest.
What's in the box?
Very fitting.
Yeah. It doesn't. I mean, I'm not saying anything to Emma. I'm just on my hands and knees looking down at this decapitated head.
Make an insight check as you look at this decapitated head.
Yum, dinner.
Delicious.
Cannibalism.
I don't need nobody.
I don't need nobody. 17.
From what you saw with, whenever your previous... You noticed, you put together two different things. Your first interaction, where he first introduced himself, as part of the troop. This agent doesn't have a mark of shadow on them. The second thing is that whoever the second time this agent you met was not the same agent.
Yeah, obviously. I didn't notice that they didn't have. Oh, they could hide it. They had the can turn away.
Nope. Whenever you met him the second time, he was completely in the same look and gait. But thinking further on it, you realize that was a different person who was very good at their job.
Emma's gonna nudge Malachite with her foot and be like, "Who the fuck is that?"
When I left, after I went to go see my son, I was given a mission by my boss, obviously, and I was given a sending stone by this young gentleman's head that is now decapitated on the ground. And I took the stone, awaiting their call. Did you not see the person in the shadows?
I didn't see shit.
They looked exactly like the agent, but with golden eyes. Aside from Golden Brow, do you know anyone else that has golden eyes?
Wait, so whose head is on the floor?
The guy who gave me the sending stone.
And who?
The first time.
The first time.
You got too many bitches in your fucking life.
Yeah.
Sure. You can't keep up.
But aside from her, is there anyone else that...
Well, I mean, they could be like a shape changer or like a changeling. Like Ezra can mimic other people's appearances.
But when Ezra does it, it changes them from head to toe. This person had golden eyes. The messenger in the first place didn't have golden eyes.
Well, what did the messenger say to you?
To leave Golden Brow alone.
I mean, would your boss from the House of Shadows want you to not fuck with Golden Brow? If they somehow knew that you were given the
task.
order from Lady Call to kill her?
My boss wouldn't kill one of his own to prove a point.
Does Bella Shear have gold eyes?
Nope. Although she technically has domain over all sight.
Yeah.
So. But no, you don't get the feeling
So
gold is not a color she likes.
So
Let's put it
you
that way.
think Golden Brow is on to you about her assassination, and she's trying to scare you off?
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like Golden Brow.
Yeah.
Who would he have recognized the voice?
No.
I just don't see Golden Brow doing something like that, or even having an inkling that Lady Call wants her killed.
Oh, I think Lady Call makes it loud and clear she doesn't like her.
Well, I mean, they did just announce their betrothal tonight, at the
Defense
The defense meeting.
Yeah.
It could be anyone, really.
Okay. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get rid of this head. I don't know what to do with it. I'm not just gonna leave it on the ground. No. Just no.
It was a very clean cut and has not left a mess.
Could I
No blood.
Can you speak with
Could
the
I-
dead?
could I bring it back?
I mean, I think you need a whole body to bring it
No,
back.
no, I don't.
You
I
know?
need a limb, I need a face, I need anything.
You bring it back with no body, because you'll feel the cut and then just wake up, and then die again.
Could I bring it back?
You could? Yeah.
In here.
So let's
Oh,
bring
from God
drums.
of War?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have
Do you
Speak
know
with Dead.
Mexican OT?
Mexican
OT?
OT.
Yeah.
Overtime?
Rapper.
Mexican overtime.
Yeah, Mexican overtime.
It's always overtime with me.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's-
can I? This is going to be very.
Is the spell raise dead?
It's
My staff has raised 10.
I'm more. What's the spell?
hold on, I'm looking for it.
It is like 3 o'clock in the morning at this point.
Animate Dead.
Anime dead?
You still drinking?
I hope they're not.
Are y'all?
Wait,
Ezra
three?
likes to drink.
Ooh, this is a level 3.
20.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that means you're not drunk anymore.
So you could be a
Not
pile of bones or a
drinking,
corpse.
But
Over 15.
You just
Choose a pile of bones
minus
or a
1
corpse.
point of drunkenness.
Yeah.
so,
Your spell
You
is
only got plus
yeah,
one,
see,
you
that's
tipsy.
this is not a pile of bones or a corpse.
I rolled a 3. That
You
means
drunk as
I'm
hell.
Could I
not
try to
4
speak with the dead?
points.
Do you have it memorized? Do you have it prepared?
I don't think
Huh?
I have that even as
But
an
I'll
option.
pass
Speak
out.
with the
I mean,
dead.
you could long rest,
Would you-
have Speak with the Dead ready,
I mean, I
and
rolled
Speak with the
a
Dead.
fucking 3.
Yeah, I'll do that in the morning.
Yeah,
I
it's a
don't know
level
if
3
that's any
spell.
more
Okay,
points.
I'll do that.
I was already one more.
Okay. Then
We were both
we'll
at
say it's
3.
the next day. The 3 of you are
We
incredibly
didn't roll the
hungover.
same, remember?
But I rolled.
Emma, you know, you're still kind of reeling from what happened last night. Malachite, you wake up and prepare the Speak with the Dead spell.
Mm-hmm.
No, we were at the same one because we corpses rolled
It says corpse again,
Yeah.
but it must still have a mouth and can't be undead. Yeah, I'll allow it.
That's up to you.
Oh no, my
I'll
first
allow-
roll was.
Do you want to join me on
13.
this?
Yeah, she's gonna hate
Now
every
I-
second
yeah, you're
of it,
fucked
though.
up.
He's not coming back forever. I just need to ask him a couple questions.
Yeah, no, I think we owe him that.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go outside. I'm not doing this in the room. They're all drunk. I'm not.
They're still hungover, yeah.
No, we're like still drinking actively.
At 7 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, 7 o'clock in
Oh,
the
It's
morning.
the next
they
morning.
They were talking when you
Hair
said
of
that.
the dog. Hair of the dog.
Hair of the dog.
Hair of the dog.
And it is morning time
Oh,
now.
okay.
Yeah.
We have the roll to see
Yep.
if we're
Okay.
fucked up.
But y'all haven't like. It was 3 o'clock when this happened. Would y'all have still been drinking?
Yeah.
Okay. So at 4 o'clock, would you have still been drinking?
I think we would have passed out. Earlier.
Okay.
Yeah,
Then it's gonna be
y'all-
long rest time.
Y'all passed out. Australia rolled a, like 20, so
Okay.
it dropped drunk. So
Okay.
kind of taken care of.
So it's still 4 o'clock. You're still gonna. Do you do long rest or not?
Yes.
Okay, so it will be 12 o'clock by the time all of you wake up. Temple and Ezra will have a hangover. Skrilla will thankfully have.
Wait, we can't roll to see if we have one or not.
I'll allow it, yeah. Go
Is
ahead
that
and roll.
con?
With
It's
that
gonna be-
much drunkenness, I
It's
feel
it's
Ezra
gonna be
drinks
a,
a lot.
a DC 15 check.
with disadvantage. Come on,
No,
they're drunk.
disadvantage regular because
What is-
you're drunk. So.
Yeah, what is
How do I get
oh.
disadvantage?
But is
Like,
that a con?
Because
save?
you're not. Are you? Would you consider yourself a drunk?
Every time we go drink, I'm
Yeah. Okay. Then yeah. Then a flat save. Yeah.
Okay, but
It's a Constitution saving throw, yeah.
Okay.
Constitution.
Oh no.
Roll a 6.
Okay.
Damn.
It's a DC 15.
Oof.
That's a 10.
You guys are hungover as
So when
fuck.
12 p.m. hits and you wake up,
At
you're
noon?
hung over. Okay.
It's
You both get your 4-hour long rest.
The
It is
bathroom was
se-
so
it
up.
is 7 a.m. 7:30.
We leave.
Yeah.
You go outside
Yeah.
and you prepare the spell.
Mhm.
You go ahead and cast it.
Mhm.
As you know, the marks rig in the air and you bring it to life.
Skrelia's giving Temple and Ezra some
Um,
bread.
Yo.
I will do the
Fresh.
black magic I suppose I
I was
have.
drinking some whiskey with
And I'll
cinnamon.
be sitting in the middle of the
Fireball?
sigil, like right on the floor.
Yep.
Right? And I'll be holding his head with my hands.
You know.
And just for pizzazz, I guess, I'm gonna I guess open his eyes with my thumbs,
Okay.
and then just do that real quick, just that.
I raped her. I murdered her. Kill their children. Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones. I mean,
God, he's not the necromancer.
He's not.
And I'm just gonna let it awaken in my
Alright.
hands.
You'll see like the dark energies emanate out of you and into its eyes as it goes.
I don't even know his name.
As it regards you lifelessly.
Yeah.
Hold on. Didn't we write down his name?
No.
You never got his
We
name.
never got his name.
It's
I never
not-
did.
He's not the leader of that troop?
Yes. Did I give you his name? Oh, that's right. I did give you his name.
Yeah, Japard.
Thank you, Japard.
Oh, Japard.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He's the villain.
An
of
elf.
Aladdin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Japard, who did this to you?
I, an assassin with golden eyes, a master of his craft.
His craft. I'm choked next to him. When?
Last night, I was leaving for Dinafar. As I took a leak, he decapitated me.
You were taking a piss? That's sick. That shit sucks. He was going to Dinamar? Oh, he's going to the town over.
Mm-hmm.
He told you he was evacuating.
Yeah. Where were you?
Oh, he already said that.
Outside the gates, about 2 or 3 miles off. Leaving with the caravan.
Well, I can eat
You dead, but then. Well, you do have some sort of. I think it's like up to 5
8
minutes.
seconds.
Is it 3 seconds?
No, you've used 3 questions.
Oh, that's right. There's questions.
An assassin with gold eyes. He said
You
it was a he.
but it's 10 minutes, so you're good.
There's 2 questions left. So, Assassin with Gold Eyes, it's a guy.
Mm-hmm.
He was outside going to Dinavar, so eastbound, outside the walls.
Do you like me? Yes or no?
No.
Oh, fuck.
He said a master of his craft?
Is he part of House Fjarlin?
No.
Fuck, we only have 1 question left.
Wasn't it?
Why did he ask me to stay away from Golden Brow?
He wouldn't have known that. Did he tell you anything before he killed you?
No.
That's fucking. There was nothing else we could have asked. He would have been dead after that.
As you see the corpse, as you see the Najix leave the head.
Do it again.
No. I'm not doing that.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. What do I do with his head?
Bury it.
Okay, yeah. I'll just go out to the field and.
So, unless anybody else wants to do anything specifically, you spend the day recovering if you were hungover. Malachite, Emma, you kind of spend the whole day skittish, looking over your back to make sure that nothing with gold eyes is following you. You hear that the blades have apparently slightly become derelict in their duties as they have heard of this beautiful warforged and are trying to figure out why there's a titanic warforged outside of town that should only be in the Mornlands. And that Fulgrim, Johanna, and Merhoy are continuing to prepare their army for battle as they have dug trenches and built kind of fortifications. And the city prepares for war. And so the next day will come. Sorry, Ezra. Unless you want to do anything specific, you'll kind of wake up early because you know that you need to rest before nightfall. And you just kind of, the town is on end, ready for what's coming. You see the fires of war in the distance. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to let Riley come back because they need to hear this.
Yeah, shouldn't we go see Emmerstall? Because they said they have stuff for us.
The link.
Yeah, you
the
can
Neuralink.
do that today.
Okay.
The Neuralink.
Well, and they'll apply that before the battle.
It's gonna be Elon Musk's.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Elongated.
Mm-hmm.
How's the background music been?
Fine.
Yeah.
Although a Beats pill would probably be the thing to do.
I wonder how much a beat pill is.
Wait, where's the AirPod?
It doesn't play off of the app.
Reminds me of RuneScape.
I tried to switch it to something a bit more ominous while we're sneaking around. So.
Thank you. I am running low. This is a blue one, huh?
Blue
Cat. Is fucking lovely.
Lovely girl.
She was like,
Sorry, I wasn't trying to grab your face, mamas.
Oh, come on. Amazon doesn't even list their price. What the fuck?
Thanks, baby.
Yeah.
Chew over her.
I'm trying to fucking think of who could be the golden-eyed killer. Because Goldenbrow is the only person that I can think of that has gold eyes.
What if it's another acid bar?
Does she have gold?
She does.
She does. Even though her name is Goldenbrow,
But doesn't she have siblings? Didn't you read that in her diary?
She does. She does.
Brothers and sisters in the Silver Flame. Her fellow clerics.
What? Oh, okay. It wasn't like it was
It
class
wasn't
brothers
yeah,
and sisters.
class brothers and sisters. Religious brothers and sisters.
I'm gonna be like looking at everyone in the eyes that comes in the rooms.
Show me your eyes.
Give me your face. Hi, sweetheart. Oh, hell yeah! That was a good wiggle.
Lovely. Scared little girl.
Space ninjas.
You're playing Warframe?
Came out with a big release recently.
Huh?
yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
recently played it
Yeah.
again.
Fantastic.
You're 18, aren't you?
No, I'm about to be 19. Yeah.
He's 30.
Jesus Christ. What's his best rate?
30.
It's above 30.
That's serious. That's some time.
He's got like 1,100 days. Like. Okay.
I love you.
Damn,
So-
I'm gonna say that.
Right. Essentially, unless you want to do anything specific, the next day you spent recovering from a hangover,
Yes.
and the town continued to prepare for war. The day of the battle, you wake up early in the morning because all of you need you're going to go to you're going to get another long rest whenever afternoon hits to prepare for the battle at night. You go to visit Immerstal, and he has basically a scroll of aid, a scroll of revivify, a scroll of true resurrection, various greater healing. It's going to be 6 greater healing potions.
Write this down in the communal.
I'll send this to y'all on Discord as well. So, because
Here's
I want
the
to give y'all a few more specific
Communal
things.
bucket.
That
What scrolls?
basically, there will be a scroll of aid, like a scroll of revivify, a scroll of actual resurrection, and a couple of other support scrolls. Again, I'll list them in Discord before next session.
Also,
And-
I don't have money.
Because these are supplies they've gathered up and are giving to all of you,
We got money.
and they have money.
Got money.
We got money.
Oh shit.
As you go about this business in the city, you see the smokestacks on the western horizon as the Red Hand of Doom army has settled in and have formed ranks. You see, there are various. They have this perimeter, but that is lightly made, as they're not anticipating an actual attack. As you can see, all the goblins are essentially resting and preparing. You continue to see dragons circling overhead, along with various manticores and other flying monstrosities. And the Silver Flame army has also entrenched themselves and are, have established various what are those
Pikes.
It's pikes, yeah. So unless there's anything else specific you want to do, we'll say at about 1 p.m. you kind of turn in and try to rest. Yeah. Malachite, you see Belashir is just kind of looking at you expectantly before you wake up, and you go to sleep later than everybody else, and as everybody starts waking up, it's about 7 p.m. It's darker than you anticipated. The sun shouldn't be this far down yet, but more specifically, what wakes you up isn't the darkness or even your, natural clocks trying to catch up. It's the sound of chains rattling. And that's where we're in tonight's session.
Hey.
Chains rattling. Is it
They're
Fulgrim's
getting
word?
sexy.